Good morning, Mike. You there?
Yes, sir. How are you doing this morning?
How about yourself?
Doing good, thanks.
Good to hear. Waiting on our attorney here to get with us.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're missing one very important party, the attorney. He'll be with us. It's unlike Michael McDonald, late to anything.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Bear with me just a second. I'm going to call his office and see what's going on. Mine, Mr. McDonald's attempting to get on, maybe having some technical issues here. So we'll wait just a moment, gentlemen.
Okay, sounds good.
I just got off the phone with Mr. McDonald. Mr. McDonald's secretary. He's supposed to be joining us right now.
Okay, I apologize.
Not your fault, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got a busy day, so apologize for the delay.
It's all right. It's going to be busy with or without the delay. So
So are you in the Hill County Courthouse?
yes, sir. I'm in the first floor of the courthouse, the county judge. It's a nice building. It's not exactly the most workable courthouse in the world, but it is quite the nice building.
Okay, so when that courthouse burned down many years ago, our grandfather was a county commissioner at the time. And
What precinct? Down of 3?
he was over in Hubbard, so I'm not sure exactly which one that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bobby Brewstrom was his name. And then whenever, he really kind of pushed to build that courthouse back to the way it looked. And unfortunately, he passed away. And then my grandmother, Mildred, took over as commissioner and we were at the grand opening when they reopened it.
I knew Mildred. I'd never met your grandfather, but I knew your grandmother. And she was very, very strong woman.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a neat picture of her with Willie Nelson when that courthouse opened. I guess he did a concert or something there.
He did a couple. Yeah, he did. Come on in, Mr. McDonald. How are you
Hey,
this morning?
Judge, I'm doing okay. I apologize. I had this on my calendar and then we changed the date and I guess I didn't get it switched back on my calendar for the right day.
These things will happen.
So,
Well, we got you here and we got 2 causes in front of us today. The first is going to be cause number PR 15694, styled in the estate of Robert Eugene Clemens, and then 11565, the estate of Joe Evelyn Clemens. You want to start off with Robert today?
sure.
All right, sounds good. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask you both, or are you going to have,
Just, Stephen is going to be
Okay.
the witness.
Stephen, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand, please. And the testimony you're now about to give before the court solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, Stephen, first, I'm sorry I was late. I wrote it down on the 12th and didn't move it back to the 5th when we changed the date. But anyway, your name is Stephen Lee Clemens, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And was your father Robert Eugene Clemens?
Yes, sir.
Did he die September 29th, 2021?
Yes.
And he was a resident of Hill County when he passed away, is that right?
Correct.
We filed a document dated August 14th, 2020, which is styled his last will and testament, and you've received a file mark copy of what we filed, is that right?
Yes.
Is that his last will and testament as far as you know?
Yes, it is.
Was your father of sound mind as far as you know when that will was executed?
He was.
And after the will was executed, he did not have any children who were born to him.
No, sir.
And after that will was executed, he was not divorced by anybody, was he?
No.
He did not receive any Medicaid benefits during his life, is that right?
Correct.
And as far as you know, all of the debts that he had, or actually, as far as you know, he had no debts that he owed as of the date of his death. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And everything he had went to your mother, so there's no need to administer an estate for his estate. Is that right?
That is right.
Judge, that's all the questions I have on this probate.
All right, thank you very much. In which case, the court is inclined and will grant your application to probate the wills and mutament of title only. This is the 5th day of March, 2024. Let's go ahead and move into the PR 15695, the estate of Joe Evelyn Clemens. If everybody's all right with that.
Again, your name is Stephen Lee Clemens, and you're still under oath, Mr. Clemens?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And your mother died January 1st, 2025. Her name was Joe Evelyn Clemens. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, at the time, she was in Tyler when she died, and she was there in a assisted living facility of some sort, but her main home was still in Hubbard. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And she also had a will that's dated August 14th, 2020 that I filed with the court, and you have a file marked copy of it. Is that right?
That is correct.
Is that her last will and testament as far as you know?
Yes, it is.
after that will was written, did she have any children who were born to her?
No, sir.
And after that will was written, was her marriage, she didn't have a divorce from anybody after the will was written. She was married to your father and remained married until he died. Is that right?
That is correct. And she did not remarry.
So at the time of her death, she was not married to anybody.
No, she was not.
She named you as an independent executor of the estate. And are you willing to serve as independent executor of your mother's estate?
Yes.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony crime before?
No.
Judge, that's all the questions I have for the witness.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Court is inclined again to grant your application. Will admit the will of probate and authorize the issuance of letters testamentary. Mr. Stephen Lee Clemens, the applicant in this matter. Mr. Clemens, have you ever been the personal representative of a state before today?
No, sir.
Can I give you the best advice I got?
Yes, I'd love it.
So this gentleman right here is going to be your new best friend, because this is not the end of your journey. This is only the middle of it, if you will. But after today, timelines start to attach, 30 days for this notice, 90 days for this report, and so forth.
Tim.
You don't have to remember those things. Your attorney does it for you. But if you would, please keep in contact with him. If he asks questions about the estate, please don't think he's a nosy individual. It's the state of Texas that's a nosy party here. But he just simply needs that information to do his job. So, all right, gentlemen, I'm sure Mr. McDonald will be in touch and get a few more documents signed from you, and we'll get those letters going once we get those, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Of course,